The way people communicate with one another is one of the biggest changes over time. Throughout ours and previous generations, social networks and cellular devices have dominated the way people communicate, interact, share, and create. However, because social networks are very convenient, they tend to be a distraction for teenagers and interfere with the school time and free time they may have, which differs from the way people communicated in the past and raise questions about the way they will communicate in the future.
I would say a social network is a tool that people of all ages use to communicate online.
I guess it's just a site online you can access to interact with different people that you may not normally meet.
Websites and such that you talk to your friends on and you blog, post pictures about your life.
Socializing is something that happens all around the world. Many people socialize in many different ways. Teenagers today have their own definition of what socialization is and how it occurs. The number one way teenagers tend to socialize digitally is through the social network called Facebook. By socializing through a social network, traditional means of communication have been altered, and some require new ways of grasping. As a younger generation, many feel that socializing on Facebook often affects how you communicate in real life.
I don't meet new people. Like if we're friends on any of those websites, I probably already know you.
If I gain a friend, I want to know if I know that person, because I won't friend you if I don't know you. That's just how it works.
Okay, we have 60 friends in common. That doesn't mean I know you. Yes, you may know my cousins, but you don't know me. You know what I mean? And the problem is, because you put a lot of stuff on Facebook, people think that they know you, and they really don't.
When you first make a friend and they add you on Facebook, you learn about them through the website, not through like conversation. So like if I meet you for the first time and I add you on Facebook, I'll see like your pictures from like your old school and like your family members and things that I didn't get to hear from you personally.
I'll maybe comment on something on Twitter, or like make a mention that I wouldn't normally talk to them in school, and then in school, oh, I saw what you tweeted last night, oh, I saw your pictures, I liked your pictures. Like, you don't have to be best friends, interact with people, opposed to like in face-to-face. If you just go up and talk to like, oh, what did you do last night, and I don't know you, is kind of awkward.
There's this one girl, her name is Devrissa. She's one of my friend's best friends, and I was talking to my friend, and she like commented, we started talking, we became friends. That's usually how it happens.
There's the online persona and then the in-person persona. So if they differ, then there's a problem when you meet them, but if they're the same, then it's kind of okay.
Today, people all around the world have began to change the way they communicate. This change is due to the new trend of social networks. With these new social networks, communicating has been affected in many ways, such as preventing awkward moments. It also allows you to talk to people when they are not present. And lastly, they can help you keep organized and stay up to date with special occasions.
So I think they were created just as like a cool space where people can put what they want to say and like then have that shown to other people, so like other people can see that and then have their own comments and stuff. And then it's a good place to just kind of share what's up, put your pictures, tell your friends what's going on. It's just like a different way of communication.
Not wanting to miss out on anything important. Like I guess like when you're on like Facebook or Tumblr or Twitter, it's like you have that not the connection, but like you're like in the inside scoop. Like you hear things that you may not hear in the hallway or like on the phone with people.
Now on Facebook I can keep a joke going on longer, or say something funny, and then I could see what my other friends say. I caught up on what they're doing more often now.
Students and faculty alike have discovered the helpful and detrimental effects of using social networks in school. Teachers have found that social networks bring new possibilities to the way they connect with their students, while some students have found that using social networks has detracted from their educational experience.
There's many times when I'm like, how do you do this? What's this homework? I have no idea what I'm doing. And people will just comment like, oh, take the square root of whatever,
So I know like I have one teacher who uses Skype. Like if he's out sometimes he might use Skype to talk to the class. Like he'll have a sub too, and he'll like be video chatting us in the classroom.
The one problem is, and it's the problem everybody has, is it's very distracting at some points. There'll be times when I'm powering through an English essay, and then I just get to that one part where I'm just not completely sure I want to do it, and Facebook, 30 minutes later, I haven't gotten any farther.
Well, at least for me, it kind of affects it in a negative way. I haven't been as focused with schoolwork as I probably should be since Facebook came around.
Sometimes, like, when I should be writing an essay, I'll be on Facebook or Tumblr. Like, it's hard to separate, like, work time and, like, personal time.
Every time a younger person has to go on a computer, they're not doing no work. They're either on Facebook, on Twitter, instant messaging, looking at pictures, etc.
As we have seen, Facebook and social networks have affected social interactions. People today send messages, share multimedia, and play games on Facebook. In the future, some people believe Facebook will be a space where individuals congregate in addition to meeting in person.
Soon there will probably be like webcam Facebook where you can watch everybody in their room 24/7, just in case you wanted to know if they actually were going to the bathroom when they said BRB.
It will eventually get to the point where face-to-face interaction will no longer exist. You're going to go on virtual dates. You're going to virtually meet the in-laws. You're going to virtually get married.
Well, I guess people, like, in our generation, they're not used to talking on the phone or just, like, talking one-on-one in person, so it's probably a little bit different. So, like, because, like, they're used to just talking, like, text conversations, using abbreviations and things like that.
You know what, maybe it's a generational thing. My generation, we talk to each other. These people today, they talk to each other through their mobile devices, through their computers.
As teens continue to grow up and become adults, this form of communication will continue to be a greater presence in many areas of society. We do not know what the future holds in terms of technological development and social media, but we do know that socializing online is not going to go away anytime soon.